Princess Anne has now been accused of mistreating a dumb, defenseless animal, but the palace says it's his own fault for marrying her in the first place.
In the past few years, there have been some extraordinary breakthroughs in communication between men and animals. Some outstanding cases being those with dolphins and with owls. But in the forefront of this field is Professor Timothy Fielding. And his experiments with a gorilla called Gerald. Professor, can Gerald really speak as we would understand it?
Oh, yes. I mean, he can speak a few actual words. Of course, it was extremely difficult to get him even to this stage. When I first captured Gerald in the Congo, I'm 67, I think it was.
68.
There was an awful lot of work to do. He was enormously slow and difficult. I had to do a lot of work with him on a sort of one-to-one basis.
If I might just butt in at this point, Tim, I think I should point out that I have done a considerable amount of work on this project myself, and if I may say so, your teaching methods do leave a bit to be desired. And your diction, for instance, is
I'm sorry,
really
can I put this into some sort of perspective? When I caught Gerald in 68, he was completely wild.
Wild? I was absolutely livid.
Clearly, all that's changed now.
Yes.
Because, of course, you've been brought up in the professor's own house.
Yes, he's living with me, yes.
Though not in the biblical sense.
Yes, I was going to ask you, actually, Gerald, do you have a mate?
Yeah, I've got lots of mates. There's the professor, there's his son Toby, there's Raymond next door.
Oh, no, actually...
Oh, I see what you mean. Crumpet. Well...
You didn't tell me you were friendly with Raymond?
Well, do I have to tell you everything?
Well, anyway, for about 9 years we began to work.
You know how you tell jokes about the Irish not being very clever?
Yes.
Well, back home we tell the same jokes about orangutans who aren't famous for being all that bright.
Really?
And, for instance, have you heard the one about the orangutan who
Yes.
ate a pomegranate with a banana?
No.
Well, it loses a lot in translation. Very, very funny.
You've been saying Gerald.
I see. Well, Professor, to come back to my earlier question, how has Gerald reacted to being separated from his family?
Well, to begin with, Gerald did make various attempts to contact his old flange of gorillas.
It's a whoop, Professor, a whoop of gorillas. It's a flange of baboons.
Certainly the occasional letter, but I couldn't really see the point. I mean, they either ate them or wiped their bottoms on them. I mean...
Look, I know you've never got on with my mother.
Well, she didn't exactly like me, did she?
She got on perfectly well with David Attenborough.
David Attenborough! All I ever hear is David bloody Attenborough!
Let's be very obvious.
Oh, shut up and have a banana.
All right.
If I could interrupt for a minute. Gerald, I believe you've been earning some money doing TV commercials and so on. What do you spend your earnings on?
I suppose you'd expect me to say that I spend most of my money on peanuts, bananas, and carpet cleaner.
No, not at all.
Yeah, well, I do spend about 95% of it on this. But the rest goes on little luxuries. I'm very keen on Johnny Mathis.
Yes, you're not kidding, are you? When a child is born blaring out till all hours while I'm downstairs trying to do some work.
Look, the production on that album is amazing.
It's my serious scientific project and you've been like an absolute child.
I went to evening classes.
Oh, shut up about your bloody evening classes, Gerald.
As Aristotle once said,
Oh.
Idoi ine enanguri, igineka ine tipavilato.
You arrogant little bastard, you're ripping. Do you think it's easy for me?
Easy for you. I spent half my life in quarantine.
Trampling around the garden, eating the daffodils?
I do not eat daffodils.
Well, somebody does, don't they?
Well, perhaps we could leave it there. Gerald, Professor, thank you very much indeed.